everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Rubies _ exploring life. And I explore. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's doing well out there. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. May God bless you and keep you forever. And may your pockets never run dry. And may you have a warm meal and a cup of hot tea or iced tea every day and fresh water. And I wish you all well and healthy and wealthy and wise. And I mean it from my heart. I wish you all well. Until somebody comes, I'm just going to be talking. We had a tragic accident here in America a couple of days ago. A friend of my niece's mother, they were camping in the mountains. They were on their way and they had a serious accident going up the mountain and the mother's head was cut off. Hi, Ruby Gems. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was talking with myself, trying to calm down. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, but I just received some tragic news. A niece of mine, her friend, they were going camping up in the mountains here in America, in North Carolina. They had a tragic accident, and their mother's head was severed from her body. And one of the younger children was trying to put their mother's head back on her body. It was terrible. It was so graphic they wouldn't put it on the news. But my niece, she knows about it. It was her friend. They worked together at the post office. And it was her mother, her friend's mother. It's awful. I told my niece, I said, just keep it in your prayers. Ask God for strength. And she kept saying, Auntie, that was my friend. I said, I know, but she's gone now. She's at peace. Her sins are forgiven. She will rise in the last day. Just keep that in mind. She's at peace now. And for the young child, hi, Gina. Hi. And for the young child that was trying to put her mommy's head back on, definitely get her therapy. She's going to need it. She's going to need it. There was tragedy to see her mother's head off and the blood and everything. And she trying to put mommy's head back on. She's going to never get over that. She's definitely going to need therapy. And for the older one, that's at same age my niece, about 40 years old, she's going to need therapy as well because mommy died by getting her head cut off. That's a horrible way to go. It is heartbreaking. Hi, Strong Webster. Hi, hi. And it's a tragic news to hear about something like that. And I've been trying to talk to my niece, Ruby Gems. Welcome, Gina. Welcome, Strong Webster. You all are welcome. And she's just out of it. She's just out of it. But I told her, I said, hold your head up. Keep praying. Ask Jehovah give you strength because you got to go to work. You all are postal workers. We need our mail. I know you. If you need some time, let your she's a supervisor. She needs to let her supervisor know she needs some time. Her best friend's mother just got killed. So I'm thinking that's a good reason to take a few days off work, you know. But I told Tori, I said, talk to your supervisor and explain what happened. She know the girl worked with you. The girl probably already called and said, look, my mother just got killed in a car crash. So they know. And who can say no to when something like that happens? That's a tragedy. Thank you for coming, Gina and Strong. We were just having a discussion. You know, I'm Miss Rubies _ exploring life. I do story time when I do videos. And I don't do that many because I am a full-time worker and I take care of my elderly mother who's in her upper 80s, her late 80s. And I also take care of a lot of people with autism. I am a nurse, technician, because I don't like working with blood. Blood is very sacred in this religion. Some people do, but I choose not to. Everything my God asks me not to touch, I don't touch. But anyway, what we were discussing, Gina and Strong, and I'm glad you two decided to stop by and say hi to Miss Ruby. Thank you for coming. And if you have YouTube channels, let me know. I'll come and subscribe, and I'll visit your channel. I'll come and visit, and I'll watch your videos. Ruby Gems can tell you that. I always go visit other people's videos. I love doing that. And I'm a widow. I got all my time to myself, except when I'm taking care of my mom or working. And some of you that do take care of your parents, y'all know what it's like. We got to take care of mom. They took care of us. So, and I have my own little house too. But, you know, family first. Yeah, but I'm glad you all was able to come by. Thank you for coming. And thank you for the thumbs up, guys. We got 2 new people in here, Gina and Strong. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Yes, that is very heartbreaking, Ruby Gems. I've almost decided not to do a live, but I said, well, I know if nobody shows up, Ruby will show up. So I'll get at least credit for an hour of watch hour, which I'm not really worried about watch hours. Sometimes I just do this and I get extra subscribers. So what I'm working on now is just getting that 1,000 subscribers. And I'm close. I'm very close. But that was one of my tragic stories. And I have some more stories to tell. But I want to share this with Ruby Gems. And some of you all that's been looking at my Instagram page, my TikTok page, my Threads, and my YouTube, Facebook, the stalkers are backing off. They're backing off. I had these people stalking me because I bought a house, and I don't know if they were the government or investors, but every time I purchase something new, I go through this with people. I did let the sheriff department and the police department know, and I did go downtown, filled out a grievance complaint about people stalking me. And I'm an elderly lady with just a grieving mother. And how dare they do that to me in this staging point in my life? I'm still grieving. My child, I had a child killed in a car wreck just a few years ago. My only son. I'm still grieving. And how dare they do this to me? So when I filled out these papers at the police department and the sheriff department, they told me they're going to have people following me to see who's following me. And they're doing just that because I see the police. Everywhere I go, I see them. Greetings, Kingsley. Welcome to the chat. Everywhere I go now, Ruby, I see the police. And the police are walking. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, so I've noticed that I don't see many watching me anymore, Ruby. I see the white cars, but they go the other way. They don't follow me or pull up beside me or get behind me. They turn around, and if they come around, they turn off. And I'm noticing that. So I say, well, thank God, because like you said, all I got to do is leave it up to Jehovah. He going to work things out. Well, hello, peace. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the chat. I seen your latest video. Yes, I did. I like that beat. And your house is coming along real good. Soon you'll have your own house. Boy, y'all build it. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for coming by. I hope you're doing better. I know you've been unwell, my dear, dear sister. And you've been in my prayers. Thanks for coming by, Patricia Jakey. I know you don't feel good, but you've been in my prayers. And you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Thanks for coming by, Peace Boy. Official. I'm glad you're doing good, son. I'm glad you're doing good. You and your friend. I almost called her name. She comes and see my videos. Peace, boy. Your friend comes and see my videos, and I've seen some of her videos. She's a pretty girl, too. Yeah. Where's Clinton? Did he come in? Peace Boy's his girlfriend's very, very beautiful girl, young girl. And you tell her that Miss Ruby said hi. And I appreciate the support. I really appreciate that. Your friend, your lady friend, rather. I'll just say your friend. Thank you. Much love to you too, Peace Boy. I really enjoy watching your little short videos too. Yeah, I like that music and I like that beat. Sometimes I can't understand the language, but when I translate it on my phone, it translates from Swahili to the English language. Yes, tell her. Because you know she's been making her own little videos. I guess you've been putting her in videos, and that's good. She's doing her own little videos. And then she's real pretty too. That's nice. That's nice. Some very beautiful girls in Kenya. Very beautiful girls. And that's good. She's singing right along with you. So when you get the top, she'll be right up there with you. And it won't be lonely at the top. It's lonely at the bottom. But they say it's lonely at the top. I'm doing just fine, Kingsley. I hope you are too. But anyway, today is Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. And I hope everybody's doing well. There's been a lot of stuff going on here in America. I don't know if you all can watch the news. But from what I see over here, over there, has been a lot of rain in Kenya and Nigeria. My friend told me they've had a lot of rain in Liberia. But rain here in America, oh man. Since January 2025, we have a week off rain and then 2-3 weeks rain. 1 week off, no rain, 2 or 3 weeks rain. It's just constantly raining a lot here in America, especially on the East Coast. I'm over here with North Carolina, Virginia, New York, New Jersey, Baltimore, Vermont, Maine. You know, we're on the East Coast. And it's so much rain. Everything is just about flooded. It's a good thing that we live above sea level. Because this lake behind our house is raining in Nigeria. Yeah, I've heard. Somebody told me. Somebody told me that their family house got flooded out in Lagos. And somebody got flooded out in another part of Nigeria. I forgot what part. It's close to Benin. But he said they got flooded out. But the water's beginning to go down. So they're going to try to build their house up a little higher. But it's in Nigeria. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's people here got flooded out too. And it's, the rain has stopped for now, but they talking about more rain. Oh, boy, I tell you. I bet it'll be dry as a bone this summer in America. Probably all summer. We probably won't even get any rain. We might get some thunderstorms. But Oklahoma, here in America, Kentucky, Florida, some parts of California, some parts of Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, they got floods, they got tornadoes, they got hurricanes. Sometimes a whole village is halfway underwater, or all the rooftops flew off the homes, trash, garbage cans everywhere. They've lost their animals, their chickens, their goats. They can't find their dogs, the cats. Everything went up in this big whirlwind, and they can't find the animals. They don't know what happened. Some of the people can't even find the rooftops to their house. It just got blown away. Trees was pulled up from the trunk. These winds are so powerful. A whole village, a whole town. Some parts of America, we still use the word village. So when you're in a small community, we still use village, town, city. It doesn't matter. We all know. But just imagine the whole town, the whole village, every house. And in each community here, there are over 1,000 houses. That's a community. Just imagine every house in that community has no roof. Every single house. Now, Eric is in Ohio. They got some of it, but Eric said that they didn't get to him. They did. Oh, that was good. Eric, the tornado didn't get to Eric's. Oh, that was good, wasn't it, Ruby James? Eric is a good-hearted person. The storm bypassed his house. Yeah, I was in a hurricane one time, I think about 10 years ago. And I was living in a mobile home park in the country. It's called Burlington, North Carolina. And a tornado came through. And I'm going to tell y'all, believe me not, the house on this side of me, the whole road, all the roofs came off. And the round part, it's called the underpinning that goes around the house. You can see right, look up under there and see right through it. The house next to me, the roof came off. And the house below me and the house across from me. Did nothing touch my house. Nothing. I didn't get flooded out. My roof stayed on. My windows didn't blow out. My doors, shingles didn't get blown off. And everybody was coming to my house saying, how did the wind miss your house and got our house? I said, you got to talk to the Almighty God. I had nothing to do with that. But the next door neighbor, her name was Margarita. She was my Spanish neighbor from Guatemala. She said, Miss Ruby, your God is protecting you. He destroyed my house, but he not destroyed your la casa. I said, pray to my God to protect your la casa. He will protect your la casa. She said, he will protect my la casa, her house. I said, sí, señorita. Sí, señora. He will protect. Now she goes to where we go, Ruby Gems, because she believed in me. And every time a windstorm comes through, she said, Miss Ruby, Jehovah protect my la casa. I said, of course. We were neighbors for years, but I moved away. And Margarita is still there. But every time a storm comes through, it doesn't get her house. And she said she has to me. I said, no. You don't have me to thank. You have Jehovah, the true God, to thank. Because I'm not, to each his own. You have your own religion. I'm not knocking that. Don't get me wrong, guys. But she's, what you call it, Catholic. They have the rosary beads. And they, you know what I'm saying? For many, many years. But now she's studying the Bible. She's learning the Bible because she wants to protect her la casa. And she's doing whatever she can to protect her house. And she's up in age. So, hurricanes are scary and deadly. Exactly. As long as you worship him in truth and in spirit. That means from the heart. You can't pretend. You got to mean it. Because you know God reads the heart. He knows if we're being real or fake. He knows. You can't hide things from a God. Remember the definition to that word, a God. That means a highly intelligent, powerful spirit with wisdom that don't even think like we think. Don't even have ways like ours. Non-human. Highly intelligent. Think on those terms. We can't even think like he thinks. We don't even know what he knows. So if you worship him in spirit and truth, he knows it in the heart. He could read between a charm, a con, or anything. He knows. But he's merciful. What he does, he's just forgive us for our weaknesses because we're sinners saved by grace. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. But he just don't want you to worship him with a lie. Just come clean. Just be honest. And that's what Margarita did. And now she's studying. She wants to learn more about the Bible because she likes the way that my house was protected. Nothing never happened. And I lived in that house 20 years. 10 years alone after my husband died. 15 years. I forget how long it was. And then 7 years after my son died, which he used to come by every day. 5 years because I've been here with my mom too. I had to endure every day for 5 years and go to the door and my son wasn't there. And he would come by. I love you, Mama. I come check on you, Mama. Every day. And I had to endure that. And that was not easy. But I'm okay. I'm getting by. But what I'm trying to do is be a strength to somebody else. Help somebody else to get through what I've been through. Because it's just not easy. And when I first came on, I was telling Ruby Gems and the other two new people that my niece, her best friend's mother, was just killed in a car crash. Her head was cut off. And she's got a little sister that got mommy's head and was trying to put mommy's head back on her body. And when the police came, she was trying to put mommy's head back. Now, you know, that was very tragic for a child under 7 years old. So that child is going to definitely need therapy. And she's going to need somebody with her. I don't even think she can sleep. I don't know exactly what's happening with that family now, but according to my niece, everybody is in shock. And a lot of families there with them because they can't get over. This just happened Friday, this past Friday. They can't get over what just happened. And the mother had the children with her, all the kids, and they were going camping in the mountains right here in North Carolina. They had a tragic accident. All the children survived except Mama, the driver. Her head was cut off. So the girls are just, right now they're devastated and they're seeking counseling and getting a lot of support from family and therapists. And I think the funeral is actually this weekend because, you know, the body has to be sent to Raleigh for the autopsy and stuff like that. So they're trying to figure out, they think the windshield glass broke and severed mom's head. So we're not sure. We're waiting. But it was my niece, a good close friend of my niece. They both work at the post office. It was her mother. They were going camping. If I go back camping, I'm not going in the mountains. I'm just... And you know, I got a lot of neighbors around here, got little houses on wheels. And they've been telling me that they're not going anywhere right now because of the storms. Hi, Kay Reeves. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming and thank you for the thumbs up, sweetie. Thank you for coming by. Hi, Miss Kay Reeves. I hope you are doing well. We're having a lot of storms over here in America, especially in North Carolina. I hope you all are doing okay. Boy, but we are getting hurricanes, tornadoes. Oh, man. Somebody just called me from Louisiana, said that they flooded out, and somebody down towards Florida flooded out, and it's been raining here in New York City. Wow. See, we're right below Virginia and North Carolina. We're all on the East Coast. Yeah, you're right on the East Coast too, Kay. Huh? Lies is always bound to occur, but we all lies one way or the other. But how we handle it, nobody's perfect. But once you know the wrong thing, quickly ask for Jehovah's forgiveness and stop immediately. Okay. But yeah, okay. I know y'all been getting a lot of rain. See, we're all on the East Coast. And they say these storms are coming in from the Atlantic Ocean. And I got a friend from Nigeria and this other friend from Liberia. She said that they have flooded parts of Kenya, water everywhere. Nairobi, Kisii, Mombasa, Uganda, they say they're getting a lot of rain. So I don't know if it's the clouds, the seasons. You know they've been going up in space. So that could be causing a lot of the clouds interruption with the laws and physics of nature, causing all these storms and tornadoes. And then again, they said the hot weather mix it up with cool weather and the moist from the ocean. It's a lot that could cause tornadoes and hurricanes. I think sometimes this man said in Texas, he was out watching the horses and then a ring of dirt just started forming together. Just dirt. And then all of a sudden he said it was a huge, thick black clouds mixed up in it. And it turned into it like a tornado. And he watched it start from a little nothing. I said, I don't care what nobody say. That's the devil. And then some people said they've been out on boats and they've seen whirlwinds in the ocean. And then it just kept going and building up and building up. And next thing you know, it was like a hurricane in the ocean. And first thing they do is hit dry land. Why? I don't know. I think it's the way the wind shifts. If the wind shifts this way, it pushes it up on land. If not, it'll push it out on the ocean. So this weather is, because right here in America, in North Carolina, last week it was like 90 degrees. And all this week it's been down like 50 degrees. It was like maybe 38, 48 Celsius. This week it's been like 18 degrees Celsius. So it's hot and it's cold. It's hot and it's cold. And it'll get real hot, muggy, and misty. And the very next day, it'll be freezing cold, pouring down rain. The weather changes day by day. And the weatherman is trying to keep up with it, but sometimes it seems like I can tell he don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Really, nobody does. It's been 50s here too, and it's usually in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, up in New York. Yeah. And it's still busy up there in New York City. I've been watching people doing, content creators walking down Fifth Avenue doing videos. And they've been doing videos of people in Kensington, New Jersey, Skid Row. You know about that too, don't you, Kay? All these people living in tents and boxes and whatever this new kind of drug they on. They be all bent over. They don't hit the ground. They just be all bent over. And they'll be like that for 2 or 3 hours, and then they'll stand up and go down the street. And the police comes by and check and see if everybody's still breathing, and they leave them there. They just leave them there. Wow. You live 20 minutes away from Times Square. Oh, wow. And I've seen videos of Times Square. I like the big platforms and the big lights. And, ooh, y'all got to see New York. Ruby Gems, you've been in the States. You got to see New York at night. The nightlight, New York City, the lights. Oh, my God. It's the most beautiful thing you ever want to see. It's like the whole city lights up at night because of the lights. New York is beautiful at night. It's beautiful during the day, too. But there are certain parts that you might not want to visit. That's Skid Row. Not that you're not welcome. It's just that it's sad to see people living like that. But it is what it is, because we got it here in North Carolina, too. The thing is, in North Carolina, we got a lot of woods, forests. They're spread it out in tents. And some of them are actually learning how to keep their little place clean. They don't bother the deer, the rabbits, the possum, the raccoons. They don't bother. And the animals don't bother them. You got to watch out for the skunk and the fox. And we got skunks and foxes. You got to watch out for them. Best thing to do is turn your back, let them go on back, because they will spray you. And a fox will bite you. Now, skunks don't usually have rabies, but foxes do. Sometimes the raccoons. But most of the time, raccoons don't bother you unless you get close to their babies. Skunks, they just fearful of man. They're going to spray you. If you turn your back to them, more likely they're going to walk on past you. But if I ever see one, I'm going to run like crazy. He going to spray my feet, the bottom of my feet, because I'm going to be gone. It's hard to get that smell away. Okay, you want to move away upstate someday? Yeah, I got a friend named Barbara. She left Bronx. She left the Bronx and went to Vermont. You worked on a special needs camp. It was the best time of your life. And you were so relaxed, not in London. Yeah, London's, you know what? London's busy. The boardwalk and everything. London is busy all during the day. And you all have nightlife in London too. Because I'll be watching videos. But I tell you, New York is one busy, it's a city that never sleeps. They call it the Big Apple. You have a son with autism? Oh, okay. Thank you so much for what you do, Ruby. Okay. Okay, yeah, Ruby James lives in London. Yeah. I've been taking care of people like that for many years because, and I take care of elderly people too. But I feel like somebody need to do this. Don't just put those people on the back burner. And when I finished my training, I said, this is exactly what I want to do. Let me help take care of somebody that's not able to take care of themselves so I can think for them, be their eyes, speak for them, show them the proper way along with teaching them the Bible way, and make sure nobody's taking advantage of them. You know how people try to take the advantage of people who they think don't know? I tell them, don't let nobody touch you right here. Tell them no, no, and scream and make a sound. I teach them well because things happen sometimes. Yeah, things happen sometimes. And they got a way of letting me know. And I got a way of letting the police know. Because Miss Ruby don't play that. Hands off. My autistic people. Hands off. Just like I be wanting to tell people around here, hands off the birds. Leave the squirrels alone. Stop chasing the rabbits. I be wanting to tell people, Times Square is nice. I've seen videos of Times Square, New York. I think my favorite part of New York City is Fifth Avenue. All the food carts, but the stores are expensive, but they got a lot of restaurants too. And that little side street, I can't think of the name of it, but they got apartments. And we went inside a little gate, opened it up, and went down this little alley, just about a few feet, and went in the side door and go upstairs. There are apartments. Nice, clean, in New York, on Fifth Avenue. And I didn't think there were apartments on Fifth Avenue, but there are. I enjoyed it. We went to Bethel in New York, and we lived in a hotel in New Jersey. So I got to see New Jersey. We went through Baltimore. I got to see some parts of Maryland. We went all the way up in Syracuse, and we went to Vermont. We went through Vermont. Yeah. And I liked it. I really did. It's a nice place to visit, but I really wouldn't want to live there. If I lived in New York, I want to live up on maybe about the 30th, 40th floor in an apartment. But when I come down, there's the problem. You got to have transportation. But when you walk, you walk. You don't drag. You walk fast to get from one destination to the next. And you got to get the subway. or Uber or taxi. Y'all know. Y'all know. Right. You live in the Bronx. Oh, yeah. The Bronx is real bad, too. Harlem. I've heard about Harlem, too. We've got people that live here that moved from Harlem. And when they came to North Carolina, they kissed the ground. They say, Miss Ruby, you have no idea what it's like living in Harlem and in the Bronx. We feel so free here. And they got this real sharp New York accent. I said, just come on down south, make yourself at home. You're welcome. Come on in the house. It's so much woods and forests and mountains here. There's plenty of room in North Carolina for anybody. All you got to do is go to the government downtown, tell them, look, let me purchase this piece of land. They will sell it. They'll come and clear it off and put this parameter around it. That's your land. You can probably buy 1 acre for about $10,000 or 1 lot for about $4,000, $5,000. But I'm telling you, that lot is big. You can put your own house on it, get you a camper, a shed, whatever. Once you buy your land, that's yours. The thing is, they don't want you to dig wells. They're ready for you to buy the water tank or use the city water. That's the only thing. You don't have to use the electricity for the city. You can use solar panels and generators. I got solar panels and I got a generator. So I'm doing my own thing. I don't want to connect with the city utilities. It's too expensive. As long as you got sun, you got some type of energy that's coming in your house that'll at least burn your lights. And I got one of those little gas burners. I can always cook me some food. And all you got to do is keep ice in your refrigerator, keep your food cold. And water is no problem. I got running water in my house and a flushing toilet. And I got 3 beds. Ruby's seen my house. I got 1 full size. It's not that big, not a real full size. It's kind of clockways. And I got 2 bunk beds for kids. So, and a little kitchenette, a sink, a stove, a refrigerator, countertop, drawers. I got a cabinet up top right here and a cabinet right there. And I got 3 drawers, 4 drawers. And when I lift my bed mattress up, it's like hole up under the bed is all storage. It's just empty space. I can put all my clothes right there and crawl down in there and hide if I want to. But I hope everybody's having a good week. As long as you're happy and comfortable, that's what matters. Thank you, Kay. You're going to get one too. We're praying that you're going to get one for you and your kids. You're going to get it. Y'all just keep my niece friend in y'all prayers, because I can just imagine what she's going through. Whew, that's rough. That is rough. But I've been keeping my spirits up, trying to keep hers up, my niece, and trying to take care of me and Mom, and working. I'm not going to work this weekend, Ruby Gems. I'm tired. Last weekend, I worked 1 day, 12 hours, and I was pooped. I went straight to bed when I came home that day. I was so tired. I remember taking a shower and sitting on the side of the bed. Next thing I know, I woke up, it was in the morning. I don't even remember when I laid down, put my head on the pillow, covered it. I don't even remember. I just remember taking a shower and sitting here in my bathrobe. And the next thing I know, I looked out the window, it was daylight. And I'm like, when did I go to sleep? I must have just fell over and fell out. Wow, that's how tired you can get sometimes when you work. It's tiring. But it's a good tiring because the Bible said, enjoy the fruits of your labor. So it'll help me pay my bills, and it definitely helped me get my solar panels and my generator so I can be comfortable when I go in my house. But right now, I'm kind of back and forth, helping my mom out. And we didn't cook today, Ruby Jim. We had Chinese. I got some Chinese rice and chicken. I just didn't feel like cooking. I'm just tired. But I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Saturday. I'm off Sunday. And I'm just going to relax and do nothing and have a good 3 days of doing nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I got me some Skinny Pop popcorn. I got some iced tea and I got some lemonade. All you got to do is just put it in a cold bottle of water, shake it up. It'll go good with your popcorn. I'm watching Netflix, I'm watching Tubi, and I'm watching videos on YouTube. Yeah, I'm just going to relax. Just take 3 whole days. Unless I end up going with my niece to the funeral. But I'm not sure. I don't think the body is back yet. She's going to let me know. But I got me a dress just in case. I picked out a black dress. And I had to go get me a pair of shoes to wear. Ooh, I don't like going to funerals. It's hard on me when I go to funerals. But I press on. I pray. And I pray to God for strength. It's hard sometimes. Yeah, and when you look around, your husband gone, your son gone, your brother's gone. Where's everybody? What happened? Just 20 years ago, everybody was here. Now, just about everybody's gone. Wow. Life is so unfair, and it can be devastating. You got to pray for strength, and you got to cry it out, and you got to ask God to help you to keep pushing, to keep going. Just keep going, you know. Like my grandmother used to say, just breathe, baby. Just breathe. Yeah. And try to stay positive, you know. Try to think of the good things in life. Because everything is temporary anyway, you know. Here today, gone tomorrow. But let's enjoy it while we're here, you know. Let's enjoy it while we're here. Y'all notice I don't have the mask? I don't have the mask. Ruby Jim, she didn't even notice. She does. She does. She do need to see a therapist. I think she's seeing one now. And she's going to be seeing more of it after the funeral because what they're doing there is preparing them for the funeral and what to expect. But they're going to keep, you know, place the... I hate talking about it. They're going to make sure that everything is intact at the funeral in the casket. So the daughter can see mommy's head is back. But mommy's not coming back. She's sleeping right now. She has to rest. She's tired. So they know how to word it. They know how to word it. No, man, I got tired. You know what? They rubbed the back of my ears and I did like this and I seen blood and I'm like, these things was cutting the back of my ears and they were bleeding and it's raw. And I'm like, ooh. And I put some alcohol on it. I almost ran out of town. That alcohol burned me so bad. I almost took off running. I had to... It was alcohol burns. So once the alcohol dried, I put some Neosporin on it because it was so raw, they were bleeding. So I said, no. No mask for a while. If I start feeling kind of funny, I can always reach and grab one. But other than that, I need a break. I need a break. Because they were cutting the back of my ears. These little strings right here. You got to be careful with stuff like that. And I wear them all the time at work, at home, anytime I go outside. Yeah, and they still sore and they hurt. And then when the Neosporin go away, I'm going to put just plain Vaseline and then just let it dry out. But even string cuts your skin. So you have to be careful, even with just string. Especially when you wear it all the time. And I wear them all the time. All the time. I wear them. Because I'm trying to keep from inhaling so much dust and all this stuff floating in the air. And we don't know what they spraying when they ride by with helicopters. Claim they spraying crops. No, they're poisoning us. We're not stupid. So we cover up. A lot of people just cover up because it's in the air. And when you open up your curtain and let the sun in, you can see all these little dust mites. And we're inhaling that. And at night, before you go to bed, if you take a warm cloth and just twist it up in your nose like that, it's like, you know what smut looks like? The black stuff that comes from kerosene heaters. That's what sometimes feel like that's what's in your nose. It's like smut. Actually, it's these little dust mites in the air. All these little particles comes out. And you clean your nose at night. You can breathe better. And you realize what's been up in your nose. You won't believe it. But it's good to clean your nose. It's good to take a thing like when I brush my teeth, I take this tongue cleaner. I scrape my tongue because my dentist said my tongue is supposed to be pink, not white. He said that's stuff that builds up that can cause thrash. It can cause your lymph nodes as well. It can cause you have a problem with your thyroid or your tonsils. He said keep your tongue clean when you brush your teeth. Air's getting thick in here. Where's my water? I don't even see my water, but I got some ginger ale. It's like something is getting in my throat. The air is so thick. And we have asthma problems. Any little thing you inhale, it just seems like it stops right there. Chokes you. I got a big jug of cold water. I'm going to put some in this bottle once I finish this ginger ale and have cold water. That's my plans for the weekend, to do nothing unless I end up going to the funeral. But if you all got plans for the weekend, what are you all going to do? We can't go camping around here because of the storms and the flooding. It's just all up and down the East Coast. It just, even out Midwest, all the way out Oklahoma. Tornadoes is in Kentucky. Oh, my God. Miss Ruby, I'm going to send you some of the pictures of what they've done, what the storms have done. You've never tried ginger ale? It's a clear drink, and it's got ginger in it, and it's got lemon and lime in it, and it's so good when it's cold. Another type of ginger ale is Schweppes, and Canada Dry. That's good. That's good. Because I like Coca-Cola, and I like these soda called cream sodas. I had a lot of that in Jamaica. That's popular over there. You see people go in the store, they come out with these cold bottles of cream soda. I said, let me try one. Oh, I fell in love with them. When I got to America, I started going to the store buying cream sodas. They are delicious. They kind of remind you of the old-time root beer we used to drink when we were teenagers. You know, when when we see the grown-ups drinking that beer, we go grab us a root beer. And we, like, hit each other bottle top like, yeah, we got a beer. We was 10, 11, 12 years old. Cream soda is good. Ginger ale is good, too. I love cream sodas, though. They are delicious, especially the Jamaican kind. I like root beer too, but they kind of sweet. But I like a good old cold root beer. I'm sure everybody's had some root beer before. It's like this air is getting thick. I wonder, should I open my window and let some fresh air in? I got the fan blowing. Ceiling fan on. Oh boy. I got a feeling it's going to be a long weekend if it rains. It's okay. I'm already making plans to watch movies and pop popcorn. I just feel bad for some of the people that wanted to go camping this weekend. Some of my neighbors had got campers and some of them rented campers to go. But they say they're afraid to go because the accident that this girl had because they want to go up in the mountains. I said, go to the beach. And they be like, are you kidding me? That's where the tornadoes and hurricanes coming from the ocean. And we're on the Atlantic Ocean side of this map. The Atlantic Ocean. The Pacific is all the way on the California side. But we over here on the Atlantic side. And mostly all the tornadoes in America comes from out of the Atlantic Ocean. So nobody wants to go to the beach. Now, there are probably some people there now at the beach. They've been there since Memorial Day, but they're leaving. These tornadoes, they say they just come up from nowhere all of a sudden and tear up. It's like they be going down a path. And anything in this path, it totally destroys it, demolishes it. It'll take away humans, animals, children, anything. You go up in this wind, whirlwind, and where you land, only the good Lord knows. If you survive. Well, some of the people that in New Orleans, they say they still digging them out from where their house fell in over them. They still trying to pull people out from the rubble. It's terrible. It's terrible because somebody sent me a video of how the storm came through New Orleans and Louisiana and Kentucky and Oklahoma. Ooh, Oklahoma got it bad. There were a lot like mobile homes in Oklahoma and Louisiana, and not one of them is left standing, not one. And there were over 1,000. Not one is standing on this foundation. The roof is off all over, and they just, it's like they was peeled open from side to side. Because, you know, mobile homes are just 10 with 10 roofs. And they were just torn to smithereens. And I just feel sorry for those people because they got to start all over from scratch. Like the northern part of North Carolina, Hurricane Helene, it flooded so bad. It's called Hendersonville. And that's where they found 2 guys had been hung, 2 young black truck drivers. They just killed another one not too long ago. And another storm came through there. They was trying to build up. And another storm came through there. So the governor told them, if y'all stop killing people, the hurricanes will stop coming. Karma is real. Every time they kill somebody down there, a storm come through and tear up everything. So the governor is like, when are y'all going to learn? So there's nothing we can do about that. Hi, Samson. What's this? Larry King. Larry got pardoned at 74. Welcome home, folks. King. I don't know Larry King. But hi, Samson. Who is Larry King? Ruby Gems, you know Larry King? I don't think I know him. I've never heard of him. Larry Hoover. I've never heard of him, Samson. But welcome to the chat. And happy Thursday. But I'm glad he's coming home. I hope he was innocent and he's coming home. But what we were discussing was the terrible storms. Leader of the gangster Disciple Nation. Excuse me? Okay, we're not into that right now. We're really not into that. Okay, we're not into that. We're not into that. I'm not interested in no gangster. I don't know nothing about that kind of stuff. I sent him out, y'all. I don't know who that is or what. I don't know anything about that. I've never heard of Larry King. I don't know who he is. I don't know if he talking about this country or another country. I don't know. But he's gone for 30 minutes. By that time, we'll be gone. I had to let him go, Rube Jim, because I don't understand some of that stuff. And sometimes, when I get to coming regularly, you notice how the trolls start trying to creep in, and I creep them right on back out, unless y'all get them first. Sometimes you'll get them or Eric will get them. But sometimes if I notice it, then I'll get them. I get them right back out. I ain't got time for that. It's too much going on in this world today. Everybody's trying to strive and survive and pray. We ain't got time for that gangster stuff. We ain't got time. That's a whole new, total different world from what we do on this live stream. We're Christian folks. We believe in prayer and loving our neighbors and feeding our enemies. That's what we do on this channel. And we don't hate nobody. It's a gangster channel. I'm not interested in that. So what made him come here with that? He must be got me mixed up with somebody else. We don't discuss stuff like that on this channel. This is story time. And we talk about the truth in the Bible and experiences, and we share strengths and hopes. He don't get it. Gangster. There go Captain. Captain, you made it. You made it, Captain. Thank you for the roses, sweetie. And I've been trying to get back in touch with your friend. I left her a message and told her send it again because I didn't get it the first time, but I send it again so I can reach out to her on her channel. I forgot her name. But tell her send me another message on YouTube Studio. I'll reach out to her and I'll share her with her how you keep going when you lose a child, because it's the most devastating pain mentally and emotionally that you can ever go through in life when a mother loses her child. And for the first year, you're going to be numb. For 2 years, you're going to be numb. You're not going to feel nothing. And people are going to be talking and just look like their lips move. You don't even hear it. You got to pray and ask God to give you some feelings back so you can feel what you're feeling. Other than that, you're going to be numb because all you can see is that child. When you birthed that child, while you was raising that child, that's all you can see and hear. And you can hear his laughter and his smile and him saying, I love you, Mama. Hey, Mama, what you cooked today, Mama? That's all you're going to hear. But eventually, it's like a fog. It'll start going away. And then you'll come back to reality and you'll hear what people are actually saying to you. But at first, you're just going to hear the voice of your child. I know what she's going through because I've been there. And it's hard. But I keep fighting because I want to stay positive. And I know my son wants me to go on with my life. I know this is what he would want. And I know my husband, he probably would have said, girl, you know you bigger than that. Put on your big girl panties and hold your head up and keep going. You are the wife of an Indian man. And I am proud to be. Because he was Lumbee and he was strong and used to be handsome before he got old, drinking all that beer. And his glasses got thick. And he make me mad. I knock his glasses off so he couldn't see nothing. Then he say, honey, give my glasses. I can't see. And I laugh. I say, well, stop fussing. And then I give him his glasses back because he couldn't see a lick without them. And I had the advantage. And I took the advantage of him. But he always say, I'm so glad you didn't kick me. I said, no, I'm not going to do you like that. But if you keep on, I'm going to take your glasses again. He said, don't do that. Don't do that, babe. I can't see. I said, I know. Here's your glasses. And I would clean them. And one time he came home from work and said, honey, I broke my glasses. They cracked. I said, oh, let's go, right? I stopped. I turned the stove off. We went straight to these people over here that you do walk-ins so I can get him some new lenses and a new frame. And, woo, my husband he had retinitis something. Well, you're blind sometimes you can see, and it was getting worse. And when he came home, I stopped everything. We had to pay $300-something, but I got his glasses fixed right away. So he told me, he said that let him know that I really did care about him, whether he was going to be a good-looking man or seeing man or a blind man. You're my husband. I'm supposed to take care of you for better or for worse, for sickness or health. I took care of him, even though he got on my nerves sometimes. I wouldn't trade him for nothing in the world. I'd take him with all his flaws and faults and his thick glasses. I still take him. He was mine. He was my soulmate. Welcome to the house, Captain. Welcome. Sarge Captain is in the house. Thank you for the roses, Eric. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And you keep telling her to try to get in touch with Miss Ruby. I'll be looking for her to leave another message. Somehow, some kind of way, it probably came on there, and then all of a sudden it went away. It's like it was deleted or something, and I didn't do it. Sometimes I think after messages be so long, seem like YouTube, they delete stuff, and I'm trying to check the YouTube studio every day before my messages go away, because sometimes I have to hit view all, and then I might see it, and I might not. So, and sometimes the same message stay up there for 30 days. I don't get it. And people be sending new messages, so I'll keep. She reached out to you, and she got a notification bell on. So when you come on here now, oh, okay. I need her channel so I can subscribe to her channel, and then I'll know when she's online. And she got a notification bell. Okay. So when you come on here, so maybe she'll catch me maybe tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. I know I'm going to try to do some videos, probably the weekend because I'm off. I worked last weekend. I'm not working this weekend. I'm tired. I need some time to myself. And I got to put some stuff in my bathroom, in my house, trying to make my house comfortable. And I got to get my brother to hook up my generator. And I got to get somebody to crawl up on top and put my solar panels down where they won't mess with the vents. So I can use my solar and then have my generator. I got to get somebody to do all that for me. And people don't do nothing for nothing. You got to give them a few dollars here and there and everywhere. So I'll get my brother and my neighbor. He does pretty good helping us out. My grandson working a lot, so he's working with a lot of kids, running machines so kids can have birthday parties and Wii parties and mom and dad party. And he, sometimes the kids walking around crying and they'll call him and say they can't find mommy or find daddy. And he'll get the bullhorn and he'll call and tell them their name. And he said, Grandma, I have to help these kids find their mommies and daddies and grandpas and papas and mamas and nannies and nannies. And I said, well, you keep doing that. That's a good thing. Don't let them out the door. And when somebody's child is lost, lock the doors so nobody won't sneak out with one. He said he got a button where he can lock all the doors when the child is missing. Nobody gets out until that child is found. And I told my grandson, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Just don't be no police officer, but protect those children, whatever you do. Don't try to tackle nobody, but have your taser gun and taser them. But anyway, he's been in there about 6 months. He's doing good. But I can't get him to come and help me out. So I got to get my neighbor or my brother. I got to get somebody there to climb up on top of a camper house. You know, that's like a mobile home. And a lot of people don't want to go up there because they're afraid they may fall. So I got to get a young person to do it. But my generator, you know, my brother, he can just take it out the car and pull it right up. It's got wheels on it. And we got to chain it down with bull chains. And then pour gas in it and crank it. And you got this big plug. You plug in there. Everything inside your house lights up. Everything works. The air conditioner, the fireplace, the microwave, everything. So that's how you fix up your little house once you get your house. That's why I'm saying anybody that comes to America, come to North Carolina where you got plenty of land or anywhere you want to go. But try to do your research. Try not to move into these states where the tornadoes and the hurricanes are. Oh, boy. They hit some parts of Arizona, too. But I'm glad my friend named Kathy said they didn't get where was she at? Wells? Something started with a W in Arizona. She said it bypassed them. But some parts of Arizona got a little bit of the hurricane. And where's he's out in Michigan. He said that a tornado came through Michigan. He just left. And as soon as he heard on the news, got an alert, hurricane. So, and he drives a van. He lives and travels in his van full time. And they had to park, like, they had to go up, like, in some caves to the hurricane pass. I mean, it's all over the states. It's that season. It's that time of the year. So everybody that's in the states, be careful. This is hurricane, tornadoes, rains. My camera froze up. What happened? My camera froze up. I don't know what happened. Seemed like my camera froze up. Phone call. That's probably what it was, a phone call. Yep. It probably was a phone call. I wonder who's trying to call. It might be my daughter. I wasn't expecting her to about 3. I wonder. It might have been her. It usually just go black, but this time it froze completely. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, everybody be careful, even if you're in another country. Listen to the alerts on your phone or on the news. Be careful because these tornadoes, these hurricanes, they are not joking around. They just tear up so much stuff and they can destroy lives. They can take a life. So you have to be careful. You have to run for cover. You have to get down in something low in your house. Even if it's in a closet, stay away from windows because of flying glass. And glass breaks easy when it comes to a powerful wind. Stay away from windows. But anytime you hear some type of alert going off on your TV or phone, pay attention. Because it could be a storm coming in. And it'll give you just enough time to get somewhere safe where you can wake up tomorrow. Because sometimes they say those things just come up all of a sudden. People don't have time to do nothing. And it can be devastating like that. I think I just saw on the news this morning. Yeah, okay, somebody in New York got burnt up. What was that lady's name? They tried to save her, but they couldn't. They said somebody was in an apartment. I don't know if it was in New York City or Manhattan. But some apartment complex caught on fire, and they couldn't get one lady out. And, well, she didn't burn up. She died from smoke inhalation. and a car was on the some bridge. I don't know if it's a Pennsylvania Turnpike or what. It blowed up, caught on fire, and the lady kicked the windows out, and the police grabbed her and pulled her out by her legs. So they saved her. And, oh, it's a lot been going on up there on the East Coast. Wow. What's going on with our planet? Something evil is happening, y'all. Something evil. I wonder what's going on. Maybe that old devil is getting all stirred up and I don't know. It's a lot of devastating stuff. People are getting killed, especially in car crashes. It's like somebody died in a car crash every day somewhere in America. And now we're getting all these storms. It's like death is walking. But I know it's probably going on around the world, but sometimes it's like months go by and you don't hear a lot of bad news. You know, everything's calm. And then all of a sudden, chaos. People are getting killed. House fires. Car crashes. And it lasts for a season. And then all of a sudden, it's over. The calm comes back after the storm. It's like it's a season itself. Death comes. It claims as many lives as it possibly can. And then death goes. It goes away. Nobody dies for a long time. It's remarkable how things happen in this life. It's like laws and physics and rules and regulations and everything stays on a course and it happens according to the timeline of when it's supposed to happen. And maybe it's something to do with the tides that come in the ocean and the full moon and the stars, the galaxies, when the planets rotates around the earth or the earth rotates around and we come into a certain nebulae or some kind of wormhole or that time zone, we're going through that. When the earth turns, we go through a certain time zone. Maybe that time zone is not good. Maybe once the earth keeps turning and this time zone is better. I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with the atmosphere, the environment. It's like the Bible says there's a time for everything. Sometimes there's a time to live, then there's a time to die. Time to weep, a time to mourn. Time to be joyful and rejoice. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with in this life. Y'all, so whatever y'all do, just keep going. Just keep going. Don't give up. And you're going to get tired. So rest. Take a breather. Rest. But don't give up. Just keep going. Just keep telling yourself, it's going to get better. I'm going to get past this. I'm going to get through this. I've come this far. And you know God didn't bring us this far to leave us now. No. He's not that kind of God. He's a God of love and a God of wisdom and a God of power. And he's a God of justice. He believes in getting vengeance for us, but he does it on his time, not ours. All we got to do is believe in him, trust in him, and be patient. And wait. Just wait. We got to wait on that paycheck every time we work, don't we? We got to wait for the sunset so we can go to sleep. We got to wait for the sun to rise so we can wake up. We got to learn how to wait. We got to wait for the winter to leave so we can get the summer. Once we plant them seeds, we got to wait till that seed grows into a plant. We got to wait. We got to learn how to wait. To be patient, to wait. I think everybody's gone. I've talked everybody away. I think everybody gone to sleep, Ruby. Yeah, I've been on here about 75 minutes. So I'm not going to hold you guys up. You know what? I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Ruby. I know you will be, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's still early. Oh, you've had your meeting. I had my meeting. It's Thursday. Okay. We can relax tonight. Yeah, we can relax tonight. But I've been on here. I keep hearing somebody coming to our door. I need to go check that out and see what that's about. But I've got 75 minutes. I got 10 thumbs up. Hey, woo, woo. But you know what? I'll be back tomorrow. I think everybody, like in Kenya, they probably gone to bed. Patricia, thank you for coming. Ruby Gems, you know, you my ace coon boom. Kingsley came, and Captain came, Eric came, Kay, and Gina and Strawley. I don't know y'all, but I'm glad y'all came by. And who else came? I hope I didn't miss anybody. The other guy, I don't know him. The Statue of Liberty took your breath away. I know, right? And it's so old. It's so old. They even got a commercial out of her fighting off the enemies and standing up holding her torch. We went out in the water and saw it and went close to it. You can go on in there. There's certain days you can actually go on a tour, and they'll take you all the way to the top. But I didn't want to. Yeah. Yeah, Ruby Jim says she lived in New York. She lived in the States, and she's back in London. So I think that's all. Peace Boy came by. Yeah. I think that's all who came by. And there's Gina and Strong. But anyway, I've been on here about 77 minutes. I'm going to go. You've climbed up. Oh, wow. I was scared to go up there, Ruby. I'm scared of heights. I can't. I've seen some people going up there, but I said, mm-mm. Mm-mm. And we went out there on something like a little, it wasn't a yacht. It was something like, you know, those little ships, boats they have like in the ocean in Mississippi and Alabama. Those, what you call those? Like a ferry boat, a ferry. We went out there on something like a ferry. And everybody kept saying, come on, Ruby, we're going to go up. I said, nope. I'm not going up there unless y'all drag me, because I'm not going. I don't like heights. When I told them I was afraid of heights, they said, okay, we understand. So they went all the way up to the top. As far as you're allowed to go. They got a lot of it roped off, chained off, where you can't go to past a certain point. But some of the friends went, and I didn't. I stayed on the ferry. I know it. You know how boats do in the water? Like that, and trains do too. That's the only thing. That's what makes people seasick. That water. And that boat steady every time a wave go up under it. That boat doing like that. And trains do like this. And when you walk that train, just steady rocking. I'm like, oh my God. Life is hard, but you got to get used to it. But I'm going to tell you what I got on for the first time and didn't even get sick. And that was an airplane. But when we started going up like that, and I was leaning back like that, I was like, okay, Jehovah, I know you got me. I know you got me. I know you got me. And then all of a sudden it leveled off like that, the airplane. I said, oh, shoot, I got this. I got this. And then I looked out the window, and I'm like, whoa. I didn't see nothing but clouds for miles. And I didn't want to keep looking because I didn't want to see no demon ride by or a spaceship. So I said, let me just look at the TV. But every now and then but the water and the people and the cities and the houses was so tiny. But I didn't have a problem in the airplane. But the first time I rode a train, I got sick. First time I got on a ferry, I got sick. I had to take some for seasickness. motion sickness. But I got okay. I'm surprised I didn't get sick on the airplane. I'm surprised. Wow. And when we landed, everybody clapped their hands like, okay, I got to go too. I will see you all later, tomorrow, same time. Love you guys. Bye.